Good morning. Today is the 15th of August 2026. The time is 12:43 in the morning. I thought I saw something on my lip. Must have been the shadow. But me and Papa still woke. I think he's hearing these sounds that I'm hearing. Because these people, I really believe they're shooting him with this technology when he be outside. Because he keeps shaking his head. And he's hearing these sounds. You know, and it's a shame that people want to bully an animal. They can't even go outside to use the bathroom. I mean, it's really a shame. And when the judgment of God come on them, I don't have nothing to say. I'm not gonna feel sorry for them or nothing. Not one, And they've been this floor. They evidently those utility people did something extra to this energy that's coming up through the floor. Cause this whole entire floor is burning my feet. There's some type of breeze, a slight breeze coming up that I can feel it even more than I could before. And it's been like that all day. And burning my feet. I really don't care what God do to these people. Whatever happened to them, it happens. And it's not a good way to feel, but that's the way I feel because, you got to be really evil. I mean, pure rotten to the core to do the things these people are doing. And what they doing, they may as well take me outside in the backyard, hang me on one of those trees like these other people doing. They just killing black people, but they're going to pay. They're going to pay dearly. America, and if anybody want to stay here in America when all hell break loose, you going down with America too. I'm hoping to be left. That's why I went and got my passport. So when it's time to leave, I want to be gone. America don't mean nothing to me. Nothing at all. The way they treated black people in this country, I don't care nothing for America. And I was born here, but I don't care nothing for this place. Nothing. When you got white people that feel that they so superior that they can just hang you up to a tree and they can just burn you with whatever it is they put down under the ground. They can just burn you in your home, in your bed. But they can go home, sleep in their bed, and walk across their floor, and nothing is bothering them. And then they come park right out in front of the house, all the way down, just from the street all the way to here. Now, how arrogant can they be? That's the spirit of Leviathan, pride. But that's okay. Let's see how prideful they're gonna be when hell break loose in America. Because a lot of countries, they got a problem with the way they treat black people in this country. And the black people that's helping them, I don't care what happened to them either. I really don't care what happened to them. Because they ain't no different. When they say Black Lives Matter, that's a lie. A pure lie. And I know I don't, he can't talk or nothing, but I know he's suffering. When you cause an animal to suffer, you gonna have to pay. You probably have to pay more than, I don't know if you have to pay more than making a person. But it's just crazy. It's just sickening. I somewhat can imagine how our ancestors felt. It's not as bad as they had it, but having to deal with the mentality of people want to do things to hurt you, and then you got black people want to hurt you. I mean, they act like they really having fun doing this crap. I mean, it's really sad that people do stuff for themselves by hurting other people. But I'm thankful that I'm not like that. I really am, because I don't want to do nothing to hurt somebody else just for my growth. And what makes it so bad, a lot of these people got homes. They got cars, they got homes. That woman over there, I bet she got another house. That's her daddy's house there, but he was staying with her. She got about 5 or 6 cars over there. But anyway, I'm not gonna keep boasting on it. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to get a better mentality and make myself feel happy. But it's hard to do it when you burning. I got my feet propped up. My feet not even on the floor, but it's still burning. Well, I'm gonna going to bed, but I'm I'm gonna lay my head back on this chair. Oh, excuse me. I would love to be able to sleep in this bed, sleep on a couch, not a couch, the mattress, just stretch out. But I've been hearing prophecy about restoration that God is talking about. I don't know if you're talking about everybody, but people getting a financial blessing and stuff like that. I sure need it. But I don't want a blessing just for me. I want to be able to help other people. Somebody hit the Powerball for $1 billion. I don't know how much money they're gonna get out of it, because they'll try to take probably half of it for taxes, and it don't even make no sense that you got to pay taxes for criminals. They'll figure out some kind of way to rob you blind, because they're gonna try to take people land, people houses, because they're gonna raise the taxes. This man, I don't know, he's a politician. He said 60 to 70% higher, but I read 90 something percent higher. By 2030, they're gonna raise the taxes 90 something percent. I can't remember 90 what though, but he said 60 to 70%, but that's still high. 60 to 70% on something that you done paid for. That's crazy. We don't even need a government. What we need a government that's corrupt. What's the purpose of having a corrupt government? I mean, really, what's the purpose of having a corrupt law where the police will just beat you down? They come up to you in anger. These jokers need to take some anger management. And then, especially if you're black, I saw a video where I can't remember how many black women, but they worked with the police. And they went to this restaurant and they wouldn't serve them. And they called the police, so they waited on the police, and the police gonna get out the car like he's somebody. You know, and it take a punk, a true born punk, to just be mean. Mean like that, cause you could pull out your gun or you could pull out your taser, but you can't beat nobody. Wait till they get 2 or 3 or 4 people on it, then you start beating them, cause they 4 of y'all on them. Punks. And I'm getting where I care nothing for the law, nothing. And I've always tried to respect the law, but I have no respect for it. None. I remember last time I went to the courthouse. What we go to do? Oh, that's when we were trying to get help for my sister. And you know how you have to set your pocketbook up so they can see what's in your pocketbook. And she gonna tell me I had scissors in my purse. I said, scissors? So I said, I don't have no scissors in my purse. And she said they show me talking they scissors. I look at my purse. You know what was in my purse? The little things that you clean the hairs out your nose. Who in the heck can I stab with that? I'll be bust my hand, stab myself trying to stab somebody with them little things. They about that big. I can kill somebody with an ink pen better than I can with them little things. And she gonna try to look at me hateful. I look back at her hateful. Talking about take it back to the car, throw it in the trash. She had done pissed me off. Honey, you better take them things and throw them in the trash, cause I ain't getting ready to walk back out to the car to put them little things in. That's stupid. Who can I kill with them little things that you clean your nose, the hair out your nose? I mean, you made yourself look like a pure fool. And she stand up looking at me like she got an attitude. I got one too. A real one. Thinking I'm getting ready to walk way back out at the car to throw them little things. I did like that there. And walked off. The men police are standing there. I don't care about y'all neither. Who in the heck can you hurt with them little things? Nobody. I could take my ink pen out and stab somebody in their neck or whatever. That's what my sister talking about. My sister ain't hitting on nothing. Not the one I'm keeping. My other sister. She always agreeing with them. Talking about I said I could take my ink pen out and stab somebody quicker than I can with them. Them things too short to stab somebody. Just shut up. People make me sick. Always trying to agree against you. You my sister. You know, why would you be agree? I showed I'd have never agree or disagree with her. Can't stab nobody. I want her to try to stab somebody with some hair clippers. Just like I had called the police, I was going to my daughter's house because she lived across the street from me. So when I opened the door, This man down on his knees with his pants down around his ankle, and this black boy standing over him. So when I walked out the door, I said, "What in the world?" I didn't know what is going on out here. So the boy started running, and the man got up and pulled his pants up, talking about, "Help, I've been robbed." That boy had unpopped him in the head. He was bleeding. I said, "Well, come over here. I'll call the police." And so when I called the police gonna come up. "What you see? I know you saw something." I said, "Well, if you give me time, I'll tell you." I didn't know nothing, Sean. They was over in the dark. All I knew, he was short. I couldn't tell who it was. If I did know, I wasn't gonna tell him nothing. Cause the way you come up with your attitude, who the heck you think you talking to? Come up fussing at me. I'm the one called the police. Don't be coming up talking to me like that. I let him know I could raise my voice too. What you see? I saw him down on his knee with his pants down around his ankle. I saw that. And that's what I took. When the black police came the next day, he came over, was asking me, did I see anything? I told him, well, I was going to my daughter's house. When I opened the door, he down on his knees with his pants down around his ankles, and the boy standing over it. And I said, "What in the world?" He said, "I reckon that did look funny, didn't it?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "But I can't tell you who it was because they were over in the dark." He's short. I know he was a black boy. He was short, but I can't tell you who he was. That's the only thing I know. I didn't know him. Because we black, we don't know every black person. He ought to know who it was. Chan. He was the one out there he was a furniture collecting money. So I don't know if that was the boy he was looking for to pay for the furniture or what. I don't know. All I know, he was getting robbed. Well, that's how these black boys was doing back in the day. They make you pull your pants down so when they start running, you can't run after them. You got to pull your pants up first. One of my son's friends did him like that. He started laughing. He said, "Boy, I ain't got no money." They gonna tell him to pull his pants down. He said he started laughing, telling him, "Boy, I ain't got no money." And then what's so crazy? They robbing people they know, they friends, and then next thing you know, they talking and still talking and carrying on with each other. Crazy. How you gonna rob somebody and they know you? Lord have mercy. Mm-mm. Well, I couldn't go to sleep. I figured I'd come on here and talk some, but I got a whole lot more to talk. I do know this much. Now that I done got all the stuff I need to decorate, I've got a few more things coming. Some flowers, silk flowers, to put on my little table, and I ordered me like a blanket. It's either a blanket or a throw. I brought one for me, a gray one for me, and a white one for my sister. But I wanna fix her room up too. I'm gonna get her some other curtains. I don't know what color to get her though. Some pretty curtains. I might get her some velvet, like the ones I got with a different color. And that white thing I got coming. I think it'll come. Hers to get here Sunday, I think. Mine will be next week. But I can still put up everything else. I'm about ready to do it. Cause I was sleeping in the bed no way. I just wished I had a nice house with. I need a big closet, a decent closet, and places where you can store stuff like cabinets and stuff. That's what I need. My granddaughter, I'm telling you, I'm about to regret letting her stay with me. Stay at my place. I am. My other granddaughter now, when she was staying at my place, she didn't run the light bill up high, and she would like me keep everything cut off until you get ready to use it. Even the stove, I unplug the stove if I'm getting ready to cook, then I plug it back up, cause everything is electric. Keep the lamps off, keep everything, the TV, everything off until you get ready to use it. Then when you get ready to use it, cut it on. And that's how I kept my light bill down. I kept my light bill because I just cut everything off. Well, her light will be higher than me anyway. And I be having to pay a light bill that like I told her, I'm not even over there helping run up the light bill. I pay my portion of the rent. But you running that light bill up, because you ought to do, like I say, keep everything unplugged. Only thing I had running was the refrigerator. And I would I would cut the furnace off and everything, and just have like one ceiling fan, because the ceiling fan is not going to burn too much. So there'd be some air rotating in there. Then when I come back, I cut the air or the heat, whichever one, cut it back on. You don't need it heating up a house, and I'm at my sister's house, or cooling it, and I'm at my sister's house. But now she there. So I don't know if she got it on high or what. So I do be trying to help her, but shoot, I don't even want to be here. I don't want to leave my sister, but I want to live. Since I've been up here in this county right here, these people here is really monsters. They just pure monsters up here. I was going through down there, but nothing compared to this. Down there, I didn't even know I was on the attack. I knew I was having some problems, but I thought they were medical problems. I moved up here. These people don't even care that you know that they messing with you. They really want you to know. So that's why they want to make you feel paranoid. But I don't feel paranoid because I know who bothered me. Only thing I couldn't figure out how in the heck did he know I was praying in tongues. He way across the street, inside his house. How did you know I'm praying in tongues? So there had to be something inside the house where they could hear us talking. Because he would come from across the street to the house next to us saying I was speaking in another language. And the dude was saying, and I'm trying to figure out, well, how did he know I'm praying? Cause the black dude would say, she praying, man, she praying. And I could hear his mama talking about, she sound like she's praying in another language. And I'm still on my knees listening to them, cause they was sound like they were like, okay, you know how your yards can meet. They right at the edge of the yard, of their yard, and I can hear them talking. I'm on my knees trying to figure out how they know I'm praying. I quit praying and was listening to them talking about me. I said, what in the world is this going on? So, you know what? He just came to me how he knew. Because they sending it to the cell phone. What we say and talk about, they sending it to the cell phone. So while I was praying, evidently, they was, well, they must have been sending it in tongues. They was sending it in tongues. That's the only thing I could think of. Well, they couldn't read what I was praying. Because that's what, at my place, I was praying. And so they at the wall. Because my place is a duplex. Now, they so stupid to the point where if you can hear me praying and you over there talking, don't you think I can hear you talking? That's how silly these people are. Because I started praying for at first we were praying for the people down there, I think it was in Florida. There was some type of storm coming. So me and my sister, therefore she got real bad off like she is now. And we was on our knees at my bed praying. And praying for the people down there in Florida. And I started hearing them talking. And so I started praying for my sister. And I started crying. And they said, oh, she crying. So I said, you know, I'm going to fix them. I started praying in tongues. I started praying in tongues so they couldn't understand what I was saying. And I could hear him say, oh, I better leave her alone. She might know magic too. So that's what they did, witchcraft magic. So that's what they are. They keep putting these witches around me. And criminals, because that dude, a year before was it a year? Yeah, I hadn't even moved there yet. He tried to kidnap some girl, they said. It was all on the news. But that was before I moved up here. The year before I moved up here. And then he's staying beside me. They're all up in my ceiling, crawling around. I see the girls went outside, and I'm thinking that stuff that be floating around. I'm gonna show you. Let me go. You know, they can't even go outside and use the bathroom. You know, these people, they need to be hung. Now, that's who need to be hung. They need to start hanging gang stalkers. Now, that's exactly who need to be hung from a tree. Anybody that'll be a gang stalker, that you got to bother animals. Now look at that. That's coming from that dude beside us. I guarantee you that's who it is. And that's who be shooting Pop when he be outside. Now if I get me a gun and shoot him while he up in that window, shoot right through that window and get his tail, I bet he'll stop then. It makes me sick. I know I shouldn't be talking like this, but it makes me mad. When you bothering animals. If you bothering anybody, get you a job. Go to work. And stop being lazy. Hiding up in a house like a rat. Every move we make, I guarantee you, they let them know. Cause as we walk, we thinking what we doing. They always got to be try to be the last one to come in. There she go. The last one every time. Sometimes she get locked out the door. Come on, wait a minute, there's somebody else out there. There's one right there. You see the eyes shine. Who is that? Oh. She must see her out there because she tried to be the last one every time. Now look at this here. That won't doing that until they went outside. And that's that joker. I hope something bad happened to him. Real bad. Now look how it stopped. Yeah, he's completely stopped, but it slowed down. Cause of that joke over there. I mean, I really hate to feel this way. I really do. But they make you mad because you don't bother nobody. I got to get out there and cut these hedges because they getting tall. That's a tree. It look like it could be a cherry tree. I cut it down twice. It'll grow back up. I got salt, one of those saws run by battery. I want me another one. I want a heavy duty one. Cause that one's on a pole. You can take it off the pole though. But I want a heavy duty one. Just in case one day I may have to cut some tree limbs or something. Never know what's gonna happen in the future. The way these people doing. Ain't no telling them. Everybody might have to get some wood stoves. I don't know where all these spiders coming from. Every time you look, they spider webs. My daughter got some bird seeds out there. We got enough stuff flying around. Don't need no birds. I brought a bird feeder, but it's at my house. The cute little thing. Yeah, I didn't put it up though. I might need to, next time I go home, bring it back over here. Cause I got a pole too, and the pole just laying on the ground. Alrighty, so I reckon that's it. Might as well cut it off.